In this example, I have an empty giant hoop it all template in the Janome Sew format open in my BuzzEdit workspace. Here along the bottom in the timeline, you can see the individual hoop flags for the various positions around the border of this hoop. If I'd like to insert a design into this hoop, I can go to File, Insert Design, choose my file that I wish to open, and choose to insert it at the stitch cursor. The design is centered in the center of the hoop in space, and I would like for it to be placed here on the left hand side of the hoop so that it stitches out carefully. If I go to the Buzz Tools Center menu option, I can choose to center it vertically so that it has equidistant from the top and the bottom in this orientation. Now if I click inside the first hoop flag here in time, it shows me a red boundary marker. This shows me all of the stitches, or shows me the red boundary for where I must assign the stitches to fit in this hoop. I won't be using any of the other hoops on the other side, so I'm going to simply drag my mouse in time to select them all and hit the delete key on my keyboard. Now I just have that top hoop. The way that the hoops are oriented is that this is the top hoop in the A position. The next one is the B, C, D, and then it proceeds around clockwise in the hoop. So I would just like to insert the hoop that's here at the bottom on this left hand side. So I'm going to click on the Insert Section Break, and the section type I'm going to select it to be a left, and I want it to be in the B hoop position because I don't want it at the far bottom, I want it second from the bottom. So I'm just going to choose this, click OK, and that adds my second hoop. So these are the two hoops I'm going to split this design into. If I click inside the top hoop one, notice that everything above this heart and the neck and the head, this all fits inside this hoop. If I click inside this left hoop, notice that it does not cover the feet, so I would actually have to have a third hoop. However, BuzzEdit version 2 has a new tool called the Move Hoop. This allows me to click on this tool, and then I move my cursor into the Stitches in Space area, and I can click and drag my hoop to a new position someplace in my area. So I'm going to just drag it so that it fits the bottom of the shoes, and I know that it's the top hoop stopped at the bottom of the heart, so there's going to be enough of an overlap between these two sections so that it will only split into the two sections. So now I can take my slice tool and I'm going to zoom in so that I could see what I'm working on, and I'm going to simply click to begin slicing my design. Let's go up here until I get my segment I want. Hit the Enter key to segment the designs, and I'm going to choose to feather them. Click OK. The file is segmented so that now I may click, hold, drag, and drop the stitches into the correct hoop position. Now I can double click where it says move these stitches into a hoop section. That selects the rest of the stitches, and I may drag them into their hoop section. So now my design is segmented into its two hoops to stitch out, hoop A and hoop B. I may print out my template, put it together, lay it in my hoop and my giant hoop it all, and stitch it out on my machine so that they line up perfectly.